Customs and inspection, right this way.
Whoop.
Identification, please.
First time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
How do I get this
You'll
resolved?
want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea when my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
I'll go talk to
You
him.
take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I find a job?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Sure, whatever. Looking for something more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Something long
If you're
term.
thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
That's all I need to know.
All right.
There you go.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Grenade launcher, I guess. That's restricted.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
I'm interested in the bounty.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I'll take it.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
What bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker secure?
I could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, mister?
Sizzles Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Kale Flakes, and Purple Berry
Purple
flavored
Berry
corn nuggets,
Crunch.
now with 12% more crunch.
Eve door.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave.
You do business with Promenade Merchants?
Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Yeah, it was creepy. Free stuff? That's Gladys. I don't want to talk to you yet. Doesn't seem like there's any people to talk to. Spacer's choice. Really could lockpick that.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh,
Sounds like he
and
hates
it's not
life.
the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
Medbay. Waste disposal. Bell shells.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
The benefit of modifying my weapon.
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads.
Oh yeah.
What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire. So, what can I get you?
Deadeye assault rifle. There you go. Waste disposal.
Gosh, that's clever.
A reason to be in here?
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where they'll go?
Ooh. Go up and see what's up here. I don't think there's anything that interesting up here. Ooh, baby. Probably.
Clever.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
Why are we in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Do you a favor, what are you gonna do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Oh, yeah. Make sure people know I helped you out.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Hell, it's the only chance I've got to keep my job.
Rather reputation than...
All together. Nice one.
Smash him. Sorry, Pavardi. She doesn't get to stay concussed, but I do. I see how it is. Oh, I didn't mean to steal that. Yep. Oh no. Why would they keep this up here? I mean, cool, but... Guess I'll go to the room with all the bad boys. Look at all the things I'm getting.
Done. Hey, how'd you get back there?
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern.
Don't worry about it.
Had to go on break. Chief didn't have enough hands to coordinate docking. Something about the radiators being...
Didn't go to the medical bay. I did space choice. Waste disposal. Locked bell shells. Did I do the Lost Hope yet?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Traders necessarily come through here. Hear anything interesting?
Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
Because you know I can get to the Stellar Bay.
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corps pulled back to Terra 2.
Okay. A bathroom.
Anything else?
3 weapon parts. Monsieur. I can't get into that. Postal. There's the rest and go. I'm pretty sure this is where the one girl was.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
There's the sublight, and there's the halcyon.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Engineering, spray worst. Guess we'll go in here.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
I don't know if this leads to like an area that I need to be scared of. Ayas Oyama.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
This is where Miss Lily is.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Name's Tata.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Get to the point.
I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
I don't have a nav key. Can I still take a job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. Be seeing.
Worst.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
Armory.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Oh yeah. Are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
Go on.
I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Okay, let's see what you have. Oh, that's good. I guess more stealth skills are really light. Good. Engineering bay.
RT greeting. Potential customer. This unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Oh, yes. Aren't you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
I'll take a look at that. Maybe I can fix
Shock
it.
simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
I'm good.
Have you seen this man?
Go back to Byzantium.
Information leading to the capture of noted terrorists.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Guess we can talk to Udam now.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
He did.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What's your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He died in a escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
About my ship?
Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyways?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Nope.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid.
Anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would...
I guess not.
It's fine. Now...
No way to lockpick into that without getting caught. I guess we just go to the engineering, the only place left.
This is XF411s? And an old
Nah, and we need to go to the med bay.
You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers
Longjiang.
Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Captain the Unreliable.
Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Nah, it's fine.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Just, Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Marty, you want to talk to June Lee? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Thanks, June Lee. I have some other questions for you.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away.
What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed it?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
I can take care of that.
Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Okay, Ewan.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Woo!
This is Halcyon News. We
Good
interrupt your
law, the
regularly
heat in here is
scheduled
so
advertisement
unbearable,
for the
I can
following
hardly
story.
even concentrate. Junlei better
Do you
hurry
have
up
what
with those
it
damn
takes to
repairs
defend
already.
your corporate township from the dangers of
It's like ultra hot in here.
Where the hell have you been, Private?
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
You don't have anything to say. Time to go to the med bay. Oh, I'm real thirsty, you know. Bread and water. What I call a real man's dinner.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks.
CNP pancake mix now requires no...
Are you listening to me,
Seriously,
Emperor?
don't mix it.
Here it is. Medical bay.
You can't keep me out of there. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
I could look in on her.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Caught inside, you will be shot on sight. So use a disguise.
What's he?
Uh,
Take care.
Okay, found ID cartridge. You automatic disguise will enter the restricted area. Moving drains a shroud energy, and you get interrogated. And if you pass, it resets the shroud.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Open the door before I kick it down.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Well, he asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to him for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
I didn't mean to heal. Doesn't seem I need to worry about the restricted. Let's level up. Sure. Time dilation location hits. That means if I time dilate, I can hit people in a certain area and it'll do a thing. Well, I'm with keeping them as they are right now, my dialogue and stealth, and just going full damage for a little bit. Specifically guns at the moment. Maybe melee in a bit. I do want to do both at some point. Sprint speed. Base armor rating. Too much. It's like base armor rating, vendor prices. Carrying capacity. 5 to base. I like the idea of being able to carry more. Okay, let's talk to Granny.
This is Halcyon.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least.
That's good for us.
Now, I only have the one nav key. and they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Any chance of a discount?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Tell me about the opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson. You'll find her fretting in engineering.
I don't know, ma'am. She seemed...
Well...
What?
Forget I said anything.
Lesbo time.
Anytime.
There's some of the dialogue there, but it was dragging a little bit. Okay, I need to sleep, I think. Go back to my ship.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Everybody's different, don't worry about it.
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better.
One day we'll get you to
Thanks
scissoring,
for
my
hearing me
lady.
out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close, not anymore.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Where's the other guy? I want to talk to him. Anything else to say?
Yeah, so I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen cozy like, ain't
What do you think of the ship?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
That's the ship's computer. It's not intelligent, but does a good imitation.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Is it safe to fly now that we got the regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Is there anything we're farther?
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all of my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Reed seemed to have it in for you.
I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like he wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
This has been interesting, but I want to talk about something else.
Oh, sure.
There's nothing really to talk about. Got some more cozy. Where's my main man? There you are. Yeah, that's him.
By Verity, what are we
And he has where I can find someone who speaks French in this colony.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
How do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Captain. I find myself some.
Reserve response for the automechanical unit. A steering by engine the chassis includes letter Sam. It don't work yet. It don't work. I need to sleep. I am mighty thirsty. Apple juice. Flavorless sustenance. Yes. Okay, we can save it. It's a sawed-off shotgun. Nice. We got a lot of quests. It's Udon Bever to clear Jesse's diffs. This is the Bavardi one. Security terminal. Ask Ada about the Sam suit. Okay, that's a new one. I need to do this after I get the thing. I can get off the planet. And get to Stellar Bay. I mean, I still need to return to Grace. I didn't do that. Need to talk to Dr. Wanda. Okay, we have a lot of quests to do. Ooh. I want to kill, but can't. What do I want to do? Oh, this is the Gladys distress signal. Okay. Kill McCreed. Radiator. Ichabay. If you ever go back, we can go back to Grace. A lot of tasks.